What's up guys, my name is Dave Kost. I want to give you a walk around about my 2018 Bigfoot Polaris General build. So this idea came from, I wanted to build a themed build. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do, but in my opinion, a themed build is something to remember. And man, Bigfoot, that was a tough, special place in my heart. As I was a kid growing up, 5, 6 years old, and started learning about big trucks and stuff, that's all that was around. I'm almost 40, so when I was 5, that was 35 years ago. Bigfoot was pretty popular then. When I met Caleb Kramer with Rogue Off-Road, he was just as interested in it as I was, and I think his attention to detail really shined out with the way that this build turned out. So when we started talking about building this thing, something that was going to be important to us is this, I was actually going to take this thing out and get it muddy. This isn't going to be a trailer queen, this thing's going to go out and do some work. So it was important that we built everything strong. I've been a fan of Turner axles, and so we reached out to Turner and said, hey, what should we do with this thing to make it as strong as possible? So Turner built us the 8-inch lift kit. We've got level 2 upgraded axles up front, level 3s in the rear, and we're stacking it with portals. We've got ladder bars that go back, that tie back into the frame to give everything some extra added strength. So the lift kit was made a little special. It's got a 1/4 inch, .240 tubing, which is 1/4 inch. That's about twice as thick as most of the other lift manufacturers, and we did that because being stacked up with these portals, we didn't want anything to bend. Something that I find out that's unique about this bike versus all the other bikes that I've had is it absolutely drives perfect. I mean, you're driving it, there's no squeaks, no rattles, nothing clinking. It drives just like it should. Everything that we built was made to work together, and it all works great. So when we were building this thing, we knew Bigfoot needed to be tall, needed to be strong. We needed something on top of this lift, so we went with these 6-inch Super ATV portals. They give us 45% gear reduction, makes it real easy to turn these 42s. It turns them just like some stock tires. So we went with American Force on the wheels. We think they look great. This is a 2018 model of these American Force. They cut them for us. We put 42-inch BKT tires. We've had these in the past. They run good in the mud. They give us plenty of traction. We feel like this thing's gonna really be able to go out there and do some work in the mud. When building this cage, we wanted something that was really strong, something that looked unique, something a little bit different than everybody else had done. So we went with a 2.5-inch tubed cage. You don't see a lot of these running out there. A normal cage is 1 3/4. This is 2.5. It looks different, definitely stronger. And we made matching step bars, to get into this big beast. We did 2.5-inch here also, so it kind of tied in and matched into the frame. Rogue Off-Road built that for us, and we think they did a great job. This is one of the first ones that they did with 2.5, and we think it came out perfect. So when we were trying to figure out how we were gonna do the graphics on this thing, we weren't sure whether we were gonna wrap it, whether we were gonna put graphics over. We reached out to Witt's Elite Graphics for some advice, and they said, what would make this thing awesome? Let's airbrush this thing. So the Bigfoot logo and everything on here, we airbrushed it. Got a nice smooth look and be easy to clean, and we really love the way that it turned out. So on the inside, we went with PRP seats. We think they're comfortable, we think they're durable. They look awesome. We designed these just for Bigfoot. Even PRP was able to embroider Bigfoot into the seat. And then for the audio, we went with Audio Forums. Some of the best sounding audio out there. It sounds amazing. They've got a console up top and can speakers in the back, and overall the audio sounds awesome. While we were designing these seats and the logo for the seats, one of the questions that came up was, do you have permission from Bigfoot to be able to use this logo? So prior to this build, we had reached out to Bigfoot and asked them for permission. We went back and forth a couple times, and finally they gave us written permission to be able to use the logo on this build. They seemed excited about it in the email. I shared with them my excitement. The reason I wanted to do it is because I've been excited since a kid to build it, and they gave us written permission, which made the rest of this build really easy to get people to put the logo, to do the graphics logo and to embroider it in the seats.